Mbrebi me can send you ha say one of the worst things you can get as a community or as a person part of a group, and they say you have a leader who does not take responsibility for things. It is one of the worst things any single person can experience. Say, uwo group bimu, uti your mind bimu, na muwo leaders e was our mind mu no omo de leaders no. Omo de omo person omo kire say omo sen Nyankopon. Omo nye mistake. It's mistake bi ebesi bia no, they will not accept responsibilities. Say mo group members no any ede to mo so a you are doomed. Now, it is rather unfortunate say Omaya Yetimu and the leadership of this country for people who spoke and chastised the NDC, blamed the NDC for every single thing. Embra NDC wa abenmu no. So we'll be catching say embre bi beba ama MPP aba abenmu. Not something like, in fact, the economy, sending the Yako IMF crano, they wouldn't take responsibility but blame Ghanaian teachers. And the baby I do no. But me reading intro. You see, Deputy Minister of Education. Wababe blame Ghana a teachers for say, and the Ghana bra bre ayako IMF ne busuan bebrebe a Ken Ofori Atta mu nyina abono. Ma yem blame Ken Ofori Atta, na yem blame Ghana a teachers for. Yem read. As the Deputy Minister of Education in charge of Technical and Vocational Education Training, TVET, Gifty Chum Ampofo, has made a paradoxical statement that teachers must be blamed for the current economic challenges facing the country and not the Finance Minister, Ken Ofori Atta. I'm reading the or say the Deputy Minister of Education in charge of technician and vocational education training, TVET, Gifty Chumampofo, has made a paradoxical statement that teachers must be blamed for the current economic challenges facing the country and not the Finance Minister, Ken Ofori Atta. Gifty Chumampofo explained that for any country's economy to perform well, it largely depends on its gross tertiary enrollment ratio. However, she bemoaned that Ghana has a low gross tertiary enrollment ratio owing to the poor performance of students, which in effect has significant negative impact on the economy. Research has proven that any country's gross tertiary enrollment ratio has so much to do with GDP. So for our instructors and for our lecturers here, once you have this responsibility and you get so much commitment, then we are sure that the gross tertiary enrollment ratio will definitely increase, and when that increases, the GDP of the country will increase. She continued, and for this simple reason, if the economy is not doing well, it is not the economist, it is the teachers. Let me say that again. If the economy is not doing well, it is not the finance minister, it is not the economist, it is the teacher, because the performance of the economy depends on the country's gross tertiary enrollment ratio, she told the gathering. Samami Nyankopon emfa ne bone nche no. Me pese me hu nenim Gifty Chumampofo. Let me see her face. I don't know her. This is the first time I'm hearing of her. Gifty Chum. So this is her. Oni. Into Oni. This is her. Okay. Into Oni. This is Gifty Chumampofo. Okay. Gifty Chumampofo. God forgive you. Nyankopon fa obon nchao. Nyankopon won fa obon nchao. Yet your mind we move. We are all in this country. We are all in this country. Mahama time and the see and the sebi previous and when hunya. You see, I now can't say me and now quack say at him but Mahama time same way hunya say when say oh so that time then so no tertiary the you see hey now let's break it down so people understand everything because asem no asheme bufuo obekwa go hem no menhwe ma me ne qualification because obekwa go hem no na schools a wakọ ene bra wa bo na nya asem keto wu Osi Gifted Chumapofo is a Ghanaian politician and a member of parliament of the New Patriotic Party. She's currently the member of parliament for Ebuakwa North. Okay. Also ye MP. Okay. Or ye MP won. Me person me hene academic way say ne early life and education. Person me share early life and education. Early life and education or say Kukrentumi Eastern Region. She had her BSc in biology from the University of Cape Coast. She had her MBA in strategic management in 2018. She also had her BSc from the University of Ghana. That's so her wako school pan you. Wabo degree at Cape Coast. Osanso bo masters in strategic management 2018. Oyo no osanso bo degree at University of Ghana. Now let me break it down. You see, she talks as if say what she's talking about the tertiary enrollment ratio. She talks as if say that tertiary enrollment ratio is standing on its own. Hey, we live in a country, the country we live in, Ghana. It is a country where every single thing is controlled by government. Intiana Ghana ni Senegata emwechokia was a abayembrambe. That is the country we live in. That is the country we've created for ourselves. Every single thing is controlled by government. The tertiary, enrollment, whatever, what have you, it is controlled by government. If as a deputy minister today, you are blaming the tertiary enrollment ratio, as our tertiary enrollment ratio, no, ye bisa say as a deputy minister, what have you done to improve on that? You are not telling us what you've done to improve on the tertiary enrollment ratio. You are rather blaming teachers. Ghanaian teachers, they don't have any power. Ghana teachers, teachers for more teachers for they are just puppets. Politicians a control them. They don't have any power. And so if there is an issue with tertiary enrollment ratio, it is you, the policy maker, because we live in a country where the teacher doesn't make policy on their own. The policy comes from top, the teacher is directed, and the teacher acts on that direction. And so you, the person supposed to make the policy or supposed to give the direction, you are not giving that direction. And you tell me that we should blame the teachers. Hey, nyankopon fa obon nchel because ade na wo ye no deep down in your heart you know say nsem a wo kan eyenkwasi asem na so wo kan. And the economy Ghana yenko blame teachers for your economy. Hey, you know how absurd this sounds? Akwa you say obi ebetena se aka say, well, let us blame armed robbers for Ghana economy no akofom. Na nipa kono trace ya ba be ka say the enti aye blame armed robbers ne say na say wo hwe bullion van attacks a ekosro. Inti bullion van sika ye wi ani na say sika no na ka ba be kan Ghana ye sika ho a na ka bia ye ho ntre ye ma ye nkonko bobosia from IMF. Akwa say obi a work cancer asem no. That is the same thing this woman is doing. So obi ba be cancer asem ne trewa. How will you feel? We ka say ana adwuma na sembe na woken. San obe ka tre say ni pakro no say na sembe na wutui. Now even if indeed no kwese armed robbers ye bibi na affect your economy na. Sabin previous and robbers no me civilian no na also me kokoku na enya wo aban na ehwe unsem. So what are you saying? That is the same thing. Teachers are who blame you omo hye hwan ase. Are they not under the Ministry of Education? Are they not under you? But you don't want to accept responsibility and you are driving the responsibility or throwing it upon the teachers. Hey, in any serious country, my Americans ask him where naka president akasemasa. If you're a deputy minister and you think this way, you don't have any capacity of solving any problem in this country. Go and sit down. In any serious country, that I know nanka ibesi. Anka sana president beka say minister made what to say be implementing policies na be implementing nyama. Nema oman no enko so no. Dia wo kani na tse wo no kra bibia ni utrim kona kwotena se na obifu from bra. But we live in a country where Charlie, this is sad. This is sad. This is obviously the woman is talking rubbish. She's evading responsibility to the poor work she's doing. If the country's economic turnaround depends on teachers, why then do we appoint finance ministers and pay them more than the teachers? And then the Mayan blame Ken Ofori Atta. Mayan blame Ken Ofori Atta. Yen blame Ghana teachers. Hey! Baby, or mine is here, you do ni. Don't try my